I'm Foul Out.
And I'm Luckl-Duckl Bird.
You're listening to 101.8 WING. Happy New Year!
Well, Happy New Year to you, Foul Out.
And it's a new year for new resolutions.
That's true.
Oh, the days of auld lang syne.
Right, but before I talk about New Year's resolutions, let's pay the bills with some sponsors. Today's New Year's Eve broadcast is brought to you by the fine quacks down at Quacker's Department Store. Need a new nest, beak balm, egg warmers? Quacker's Department Store has it. And when all that shopping works up an appetite, waddle on over to the Frying Finch with their signature fried fish sandwiches, cold bottom-of-the-bag fries, and crispy corn nuggets. You know here, hunger always loses. So fly on over to the Frying Finch. Regret nothing. Well, here we are at the end of another year. I personally find myself somewhere between takeoff and landing, actually. It's that quiet stretch of sky where the ground is already far behind you, but the destination still really isn't in view. You see, that's where I found myself lately. I'm not lost, just kind of, airborne, you could say. Carrying what worked, letting go of what didn't, and trusting that staying in motion counts for something. So if you're like me and you don't quite know where you're headed yet, listen in as I squawk about the part of that journey no one writes about on a postcard. For some, this year was full of wins, and for others, it could have been full of losses. Occasionally, this year got confusing, sometimes beautiful in ways you don't even notice until it becomes a memory. I was lucky to go through this year with my feathered friends. Take Speck, for instance. I watched Speck wrestle with his energy this year, with all of his sparks and all that noise. This year, he learned that not every idea needs to explode to be exciting. He still loves his flames and fireworks, don't get me wrong, but I've seen him think and actually aim the firework in a new direction. That kind of growth takes time, and fewer fire extinguishers, if you ask me. And seeing him figure that out reminded me that your power doesn't disappear when you focus it, it gets stronger. Now, my best pal Kesmo, well, he kept the music spinning here at WING, even when things felt off key. He spun records, spun stories, and somehow spun his way into being the heartbeat of this place. Catnip and all. Sorry, Mr. Chicker. Music has a way of keeping us honest, and Kesmo kept reminding us that sometimes the right song at the right moment is the best advice you can give. How music can be a promise that things will keep moving even when words fail. Our own Foul Owl leaned into hard conversations this year with his discussion panel, Foul Mouth. Sometimes really uncomfortable ones, the ones where silence hangs heavy before someone finally tells the truth. Watching Foul Owl evolve as the host of that show, it really reminds me that wisdom doesn't have to come from being the loudest one in the room or even a know-it-all, even if you're a wise old owl. It takes listening and understanding and compromising. Now, Dylan Quailstein, our station's intern, he really inspired me this year. With all his duties here at the station, that Quail somehow keeps his steady work with juggling all those other jobs. It's wildly impressive how he does it. I don't know how he does it. But his anger has subsided through the winter months, and I'll just assume that his rage has chilled due to the cold weather. But we'll take what we can get. We can take what we can get. I mean, let's not. Anyway, moving on. Our news anchor, Khufu, carried the weight of the world on his wings and delivered the news, good and bad, with clarity and care. He reminded us that the information matters as long as you carry it with the truth. And in a year full of noise like this, that kind of clarity truly mattered. Our boss, Mr. Chicker, well, chaos does have its own place. He took risk, stirred things up, and reminded me that fear and excitement often sound exactly the same. He said, it's up to you to decide which one you're listening to. And that really stuck with me. Now, Franny, Auntie Franny, the one who keeps this station running, well, watching her this year was like watching someone finally trusting their own voice. She stepped into her strength and confidence without needing permission. Franny has that kind of growth that changes the room and inspires others to become more of an honest version of themselves. Now, seeing everyone evolve over the year, it really made me take a long look at myself. This year, I questioned a lot. I doubted myself. I tried to figure out where I was going while still pretending I knew where I was. I had good days that felt like I was flying high, and then bad days that felt like I was free falling. I learned that goals don't always arrive with a map, and sometimes the point is just keeping yourself up in the air. But I've also felt a lot of joy, real joy, like watching my friend, Kiki Kookaburra. She's out there on the road, touring with the eggheads, singing, living the dream she fought so hard for. Seeing someone you care about step fully into who they are, that's inspiring. Watching someone you care for choose themselves reminds you that it's possible. The sky is the limit. Now, this old Dodoraemi has had some low points this year. Moments where I worried if I was behind, if everyone else got the instruction manual and I just got a coloring book, which is still fun, don't get me wrong, but somewhere in all of that, I realized something important. I'm still here, I'm still learning, and I'm still trying. I know it's that time of year when everyone talks about their New Year's resolutions, big promises, big bold statements, clean slates, new year, new me. So I sat down to make one. And I didn't have one. No grand declaration, no neatly tied bow to the story. What I do have, though, is this quiet feeling that I want to keep growing and keep listening and keep showing up for my friends. Keep believing that even when the path isn't clear, moving forward still counts. And maybe that's enough. If you're listening tonight and you're on the same side as me, feeling unsure, behind, or unfinished, good. Because that means you're still building on becoming something you see important to grow and maintain. And that's a pretty hopeful place to be. This is Luckl-Duckl Bird, wishing you a year of courage and curiosity. Have a happy new year, feathered friends, and I'll see you next year.